What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video, man. In this video, we'll be going over and really dissecting in another player in this running back committee. Thank you again for everyone who subscribed. If you're new to the video, make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we are on the road to 500. We are less than 10 subscribers away from 500 subscribers. Thank you so much on this journey. But let's get right back into it. Rico Dowdle. Let's talk about it. You saw it. I wrote it in there. He is the key. I'm going to talk about why he is the key. As you know, this running back committee is going to be something that we focus on all season long. I'm excited for the preseason for the fact of the defense and how that's going to look, the new look, and also this running back committee and how Mike McCarthy is going to go about it. I think the key person in that group is Rico Dowdle, because let me first highlight all the other running backs. First, you got Zeke coming back. Some people excited, some people hate it. All we know is we cannot expect what we saw in those 2 games versus the Patriots for a full season. So we're gonna get Zeke in bursts. Then you got Royce Freeman. In my opinion, he's a power back, so short yardage. He may surprise us. Then you got my guy Deuce Vaughn. People on the Cowboys are half and half on him as well, whether they love or hate him. I believe if he can get a bit stronger, he can really prove a lot of people wrong and actually turn into. But the last guy who's going to be running, he's not in the running back committee, but he's going to be handling the ball, is Hunter Luepke. Fullback, I think people think he's a secret weapon. I agree. He's underrated. If he didn't have that fumble, I feel like he would be featured just a tad bit more in the short yardage. But in the theme of this running back committee I'm naming, besides the last name I'm finna name, which is the video title, this video is Rico Dowdle, is Zeke, Deuce, and Royce Freeman. All of them have one thing in common. They're not 3-down backs. The term 3-down back, if you don't know, it's for a running back who can obviously play all 3 downs, but the difference between somebody who's a specialist and a 3-down back is they can take the ball within the tackles, so be able to, go within, not being a specialty and being going outside, be able to run in between the tackles, and also be able to run routes and catch them at the backfield. I believe now Zeke has that. He has that, but like I said, he's in spurts, so he's not a true 3-down back. Royce Freeman, short yardage. Deuce, I believe he's just like a Darren Sproles type, but if he can, surprise us, he can turn into that 3-down back, but he's got to show us in between the tackles a little bit more. Rico Dowdle, barring any injury, is a true 3-down back. I know the injuries is a very big question mark, but while we are talking about running back, here's why. When you look back on the history of the Dallas Cowboys, and I look back to our most successful seasons, successful being at least getting to the divisional round, one thing that comes to mind is balance. Balance is the common theme between all these teams when making it far in the playoffs and having a dangerous and lethal regular season. So let's go over the backs of the seasons that we at least made it to the divisional round. Going back all the way to the 90s, just listen. In 95, we had Emmitt Smith. He ended with 1,773 yards, 4.7 yards per carry. 96 season, Smith, 1,204 yards, 3.7 yards per carry. In 97, we had Emmitt Smith again, 1,074, 4.1 yards per carry. Skip all the way ahead to 2007, the next time we make it to at least the divisional round. We had Marion Barber, rest in peace, 975 yards, 4.8 a carry. Almost had a rack. 09, Marion Barber had 932 yards, 4.4 yards per carry. 2014, 5 years later, DeMarco Murray had that one great year, 1,845 yards. 4.7 yards per carry. Skip ahead to the era we vastly remember. 2016, Ezekiel Elliott has 1,631 yards and 5.1 yards per carry. 2018, Ezekiel Elliott had 1,431 yards, 4.7 yards per carry. And then 2022 is Pollard/Zeke season, when he ended with a rack and a 7, so 10-7, 5.2 yards. It's high because he gets low attempts. He only had 139 attempts. Now, the only season we see 95, of course, is the Super Bowl. You see that the yardage is high. Just remember, this is Aikman. Aikman, we love him so much, but he was just an average quarterback throwing to the playmaker in Michael Irvin. So you know the pass game was to par. But we're talking about the run game in this video. Look at the yardage. 4.7. I love this yards per carry. 4. I'm looking at the high fours, 4.5 and above, because that means every time he's touching the ball, he's getting halfway there. At least 2 plays are getting the first down. That's very dangerous, especially having the playoffs. Now, I mean, all these years except minus the 95 season, we all went to the at least the divisional round. We lost in the divisional round. But I'm just pointing out a key to this is in our DNA as Dallas Cowboys is balance. So that's why I want to really focus in on improving the run game, because as you know, we had the amazing season last year from Dak, but at one point you can feel that they went away from the run game because they saw it wasn't as reliable, and that we started forcing the pass a lot more, thus showing our hand. Going to the playoffs, Green Bay, taking away our number 1, taking away the number 2, and us not being able to run the ball to, get them out of that set they love to run, that harmed us early, really came to bite us in the end. 2016, they remember that team? 1,600 yards from Elliott. That year, if we just had a defense, that team was very dangerous. I mean, these teams were very good, and they all have running the ball is the root to having a successful football season. Whether you like it or not, I know we're transitioning to that passing, but running the ball is the root of football 101. Let's talk about Rico Dowdle and why he's the key. Like I said, barring any injury, on the film, he shows he has great burst. That's one thing I noticed. He has great burst. A bit of home run ability. And I believe this burst is what contributes to him also having great route running. We're gonna see the clip later on, but he lined up at wide receiver in one of these preseason games last year. Good vision. I pride myself on good running backs having great vision, because it's imperative to see when the hole is being opened up. You complement the O-line so well. You can literally you can complement the work of an O-lineman, and working as a tandem can be a very dangerous combo. Good finish, always falling forward. I saw that from him, and with all these tools, this is what make him, in my opinion, the only 3-down back we have on the roster. Now, injuries is his biggest concern. It's a big concern because history has shown us with him, he gets injured. He gets injured fast. So maybe this season he takes it upon himself to, put it all together in one working season and finish strong. Because in my opinion, if he doesn't finish strong this season, I believe this is his last season as a Dallas Cowboy if he gets injured again, especially if he gets injured early on. Because I don't know if the Cowboys are going to want to pay somebody who's, not available. The best ability is availability. But let's get into this film, man. Quick film session. First play. I love this right here. Him breaking this initial tackle. I'm looking for that. This is a bad block by this left guard, but he shakes it off. Continue to keep he's continued to go square to the line of scrimmage, falling forward, taking the power. I love that from the back. Here's the wide cut angle on that. Simple dive. Boom. Breaks another tackle, but he's going that burst to immediately see it, and right now I love that. Here he is in a passing game. I'm telling you, it's a little, a little flat route. He takes it in for the touchdown, but this doesn't happen because it's a great design, but he got to outrun his man at the end of the day. Us as Cowboys fans, we're plagued by that. And it was a play versus the Dolphins. So I got it, outrun him here again. I love how he sees it out front. He sees it. This is the vision I'm talking about. He sees he has immediate pressure. I know the film is a little choppy. He sees he has the immediate pressure though, and immediately, you know, he's taught to either, you know, cut back, take it front side, or you know, turn it out the gate. He sees that, you know, front side is compromised. The cutback is not there because you don't see any of the old linemen washing them across your face. So he takes it out the gate, and he has the burst and the quickness to get out of there. And he makes the cornerback miss from depth, and he has an angle, and he makes the guy miss. And it's a positive. It's a 7-yard gain. That's a good game right there. Here he is again. This is what I was saying. His burst allows him to have great route running ability. And like I said, he was lined up at slot receiver in one of these plays. I don't know if they was playing around, but I don't know if this is in the playbook. But look, this is what we're talking about. Here he is. He's running it from depth, and we're getting him the ball in space. The running back on a DB. I love that. Get him finding ways to get him the ball. He can break that tackle in the game. You never know, but it's just showing off his quick twitch ability. Okay, here he is with that vision again. Be able to see it. It's a backside, a cutback, boom, falling forward. I love that. When he's fresh, if he can pull it all together, I'm telling you, he's gonna be a 3-down back in this league. He's key for this committee to work. I'm telling you, because we're gonna need somebody who's a 3-down back. So it's the wide cut right here. Here he is on the screen. I got the wide cut on this. Look, this is a guard screen. So, but I guess the guards are not taught to go get this guy on the outside. This may be the wide receiver man, but the guards are moving up to this guy that's deep at the goal line. That's the safety, or the safety that's coming over the top over in the hash. But this guy over here by the NFL logo, he's running free. So you got to make this guy miss. What are you gonna do? Makes him miss. And it's a hustle guy that comes clean it up. You know, shout out to 93. But that's when you out in space, I need you to be able to make somebody miss. That's all I ask for in the running back. Just make one guy miss. He get out. You know what I'm saying? He got it. It's there. Here he is again in the backside. Falling forward. I'm noticing he's falling forward. I'm telling you, he has great vision. He's very comfortable. I want to say he's a vet in this league. I mean, he has a couple of games in the past, but if he can put it together, he has the potential to fix a lot of our problems with the run game. Here he is in the passing game. He gets a check down. Love this right here. That is a great move. Fumbles on the end, you got to be able to finish it though. But like, I just want you to that. This is a check down. You know. There you go. Get out of there. Cut it up. But fumbles, you gotta be able to finish. You know, this is what he got to be able to clean up. He want to be a true 3-down back. I understand that you know the competition in practice is going to fuel this. He can't be able to, because something like this is going to have you in the doghouse for a while. And as Cowboys fans, going to hate it because, you know, then we're back to, you know, not having a true identity in the run game. Flat route again. They love throwing it to him. This is going to be crucial. I'm telling you, if he can be available, this is going to be crucial. This play right here is going to be crucial in goal line, 4th and down, because he can immediately he can be out, you know, he can be outflanking the wheel, the safety, whoever is guarding him. He can immediately get the ball in his hands. He has enough bursts to beat them to the spot and get that extra yard or two. And I'm really looking forward to see what he does for him in this season, okay? But yeah, shout out to Rico Dowdle. Cowboys fans, pay attention to this preseason. How is Mike McCarthy going to use this? He loves balance as well. Even though those great Aaron Rodgers teams, all the receivers they had, running the ball was key to them having playoff success. It's the only thing that travels from game to game, and it's the only thing that can slow down when the offense is getting too antsy. It's the only thing that can calm down and get it back into rhythm. It's a crucial part. And we need to find that this year. With the lack of drafting we did, relying on this committee, we're going to have to look internally in order for to find some light in the middle of this season. That's been my time. Thank you again, Cowboys fans. Until next time, peace.